All right, guys. Welcome back. We continuing on season 3 of the Hawk Vision podcast. I am your host, Chuck Hawkins, here to help you shorten the learning curve on your way to greatness. Over 100 interviews of successful entrepreneurs and thought leaders have graced this show so that we can understand what the process of chasing and achieving greatness looks like. Make sure you like, share, subscribe across all your social media platforms, especially here at YouTube. More importantly, share this podcast with other visionaries just like you. Guys, I am so excited about the guest we have today. She is an absolute powerhouse, a trendsetter in a very unique space. That being said, she is an extremely actively engaged online community and someone that I've been watching for quite some time. She has been able to build an extremely successful business in a space that we literally have not covered yet in all of our 3 seasons. This interview may not be safe for work, y'all, but with over 15,000 followers and reviews that say nothing but pure greatness, she is someone you'll be hearing a lot from in the future. I am so excited to have her as a guest on the show. The CEO of PureIntimacy.net. She goes by Dash, y'all. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. That was
great. She's like, I've never been introduced like that. No, listen.
That was great.
You have earned every one of those accolades. I told you I've been watching for a minute, and when I tell you, I am so excited about your community, the way you engage, the way they support you online. I've never seen anything like it. So this had to get done.
You know what? I came into the year, closing out last year, I came into the year saying, I want to do more podcasts. I want to do more interviews. I want to put myself out there. Yeah. More because I'm transitioning from being the hands-on masseuse that everyone knows me as to broadening my brand even more.
Okay.
And so when you reached out, I was just like, of course I want to do it. Like I want to do it. You know, yes. And so it was kind of like the universe just putting things into place for me after I had already spoken, said that I want to do this, I want to do more of this, and then you reached out. You were just like, "Well, look, let's do this." And it's like,
absolutely, absolutely. I'm a fan. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Our parents tell us go to school, get a good education, and get a good job, and you done threw half of that out the window. How does one? I mean, it's a great job. How does one end up in the personal massage space? As a career choice?
Okay, so I actually did go to school for massage therapy.
Okay.
I went for massage therapy and aesthetics right back to back after each other because I wasn't really doing much with my life after I graduated high school.
Okay.
And so my mother is like, well, you can't just sit around. You either got to go to school or you got to get a job. So I decided to go to school for aesthetics first and then massage therapy. Graduated, and it was great. I worked in a couple different massage places, but it wasn't for me at all. So I just stopped.
Okay.
And then I enlisted into the military. Now, knowing that I was coming home on medical separation, I'm like, I want to do something that I'm really passionate about, something that I really do love. Yeah. Initially, it started with me selling lingerie and sex toys, one being one of the pieces that I'm wearing right now, lingerie and sex toys, because I'm super passionate about it. And then I figured, hey, why not massage in the lingerie that you sell? And upsell your product. Now, of course, I saw a couple guys doing the sensual massage therapy like a couple years ago, but who's taking care of the men?
Right.
Nobody.
Right. Nobody.
And so
sorry. I had to get that out.
I figured I tapped into it. And so when I first started, it was slow and then it picked up. And I was like, okay, I like this. Number one, I love making people feel good. I love massaging. I love lingerie. And I love being the center of attention at all times, right? Yeah. And so when I went viral last February, my clientele went from 100% men to 90% women.
Wow. I'm so glad you brought that up. We are definitely touching on that.
Yeah, it shocked me because I'm thinking the type of work that I do, women will be like, ugh, you know, because women, we're judgmental. We're naturally judgmental.
Yes.
And so I'm like, wait a minute, I like this. And already know the very specific zones of the body and me knowing that from going to school and then knowing men's body and women's body like the back of my hand because I date both. Yes. It's kind of like, I can play with this. I can play with this a lot more. And so my massage therapy license expired because you cannot operate, or you can't do sensual massage therapy under the licensed massage therapist title.
Okay.
It's frowned upon, number one, and then sex work is illegal.
Correct.
And technically what I do is considered sex work.
Yes.
So my massage therapy license expired. I did not renew it because I was already in this space where I was enjoying it. I loved it.
Yeah.
My clients love it. I love it. They love what I bring to the table. And it's different. It's different. And as I said, nobody was really taking care of the men. So it gave the men a safe space, pretty much, so to speak. And here I am.
She's like, and that's that. So let's go ahead and touch on you going viral. You went viral a while back about needing to buy a new massage bed. Do you care to tell the visionaries what happened to the old massage bed?
Absolutely. So I have this one client. He booked me every single month, and so he's like, "Yo, Dash, can you massage my girl for me?" So I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then he scheduled the appointment, everything. I got to the hotel and everything like that, and he's like, "Well, she didn't show up," so I ended up massaging him.
Okay.
He reached out to me the next month, and he's like, "Can you massage this other chick that I'm dealing with?" So I'm just like, "Yeah."
Wait. All names have been redacted to protect the innocent. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. He's like, "Can you massage this other chick that I'm dating?" So I'm like, "Yeah." So I get there, and as I'm walking in, I see this woman who's just like coming behind me. Now this is at not the peak of COVID, but the year after.
Gotcha.
So it's still like wear your mask and social distance, one to two people in the elevator at a time.
Okay.
So I see this woman, I'm just like, oh, she's beautiful. Yeah. So I get up to the room, I start setting up, she knocks on the door, and it's her. And I'm just like, okay.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be real fun. And so, I go over my consent and everything with her, my disclaimer, all of that good stuff. And she's okay with everything. She gives consent. She gets on the table. I'm massaging her like I usually do. Now, this is my first female client.
Wow.
My first female client.
We would never have known that, but that makes the story so much better. Okay.
So, with in the consultation with my normal client, he's telling me all of the things that she likes. Like, she loves the sex toys. She likes to be touched this way and all of that. So all of that, plus what I already do, is going to bring her over the edge. Yes. So I come with my my bag of merchandise, my bag of toys, my bag of pleasures. And so I'm massaging her. I get to the yoni massage, and I always start the yoni massage with my hands. I wear a non-latex gloves, of course, because I got to protect myself and protect the person that I'm operating on.
Correct.
Well, not operating. That sounds very.
I'm doing
the yoni massage, and then I go to a bullet.
Okay.
She's responded to that. She's doing really good. I get to the clit sucker.
Okay.
And that's where it just
the air compressor.
It sucks and vibrates at the same time.
Yes.
So that's what's in her over the edge. And so I initially didn't know that she was squirting, because I'm like, my music playing, I'm in the zone. So a lot of times when I'm in the zone, I'm like, my eyes are closed, I'm going with the music. I already know the female's body. So I done found the clit. I found where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
And that's the area that I'm going to continue to massage. And so I just felt my leg a little wet, and I opened my eyes, and it was just like everywhere. And of course, I wasn't going to stop her. I didn't feel any type of way about it. Again, because it was my first female client, I was like, okay. But when a woman is in the middle of her orgasm, you don't say shit. You don't do nothing. You just continue to do whatever it is that you're doing.
Absolutely. That's what I did. Now, men, that's a lesson to you, because oftentimes we tend to switch up the stroke at that moment.
Don't switch.
But then you guys do this other thing where you guys kind of lock us down. It's like we can't move anyway, so we have no choice, and then y'all blame us for messing it up. But keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's always y'all's fault.
I agree. I've been married long enough to know it's always my fault.
So she's climaxing, she's orgasming, she's having an orgasm, and she's moaning, she's screaming, all of this good stuff. And on the inside of me, it just made me feel very powerful and very good.
Yeah.
Now, again, because I already date women, I know how that feel, and I know the power that I possess myself. But incorporating toys into that, it's like it's a done deal. There's one guy calls me Demon Dash, and I kind of love it. So
she's like,
so
I kind of love it.
yeah. So on the inside, it makes me feel really powerful, but also
Yeah.
it makes me feel really good that I'm able to help you relax, number one, and then relieve a lot of stress that you're having or feeling, and then to just release and to have a safe space to let go.
Yeah. Speaking of safety, this is obviously a different brand. You said you put it under the umbrella of sex work, things like that. But how are you able to ensure your personal safety? I don't want to give away any security tips, but how do you ensure your safety if someone was to want to start a business, similar to yours? What would you suggest they do to ensure that they consider their own safety paramount on top of, making sure their customers get what they need?
Mm-hmm. Well, first, I've never had a client that made me feel unsafe.
Okay.
I feel that I believe that because of the energy that I give off and the respect that I give other people, they in turn respect me as a woman, number one, as a person, as a business owner, and as a sex worker. And I'm gonna continue to use air quotes with that.
Yes.
So I've never had anybody disrespect me in any way when it came to sensual massaging.
Yes.
Anytime I do get a new client, I always make them send a picture of themselves, first and last name, no nicknames, nothing like that,
Yeah.
age and all of that, because I like to do my own checks. I want to search your Instagram page. I want to search your Twitter or your Facebook. I want to go through your social media, not so far as doing a background check or anything like that, but
Sure.
I want to see the kind of person that you are, the kind of person that you present to the public. Because if you're doing too much to the public, you're going to be doing too much in your session, and just know.
Right.
Right. And then also, I legally own a lot of
ex-military. Say less.
Yeah.
Say less.
So a lot of people, because it is posted on my social media, some people do know that I'm ex-military, so they already like, oh yeah, she really is, no joke. And then I have a resting bitch face, like who?
Approach with caution. That is hilarious.
Yeah. And so I do go as far. I do have a legally binding contract. Once you sign it, this is what you're locked into. So any harm done to me, any way that you make me feel uncomfortable, if you pass the line that I put down, this is my boundaries. If you go past that, then I do have all intention on pursuing action. But it's never, within the year that I've been doing, a little over a year that I've been doing sensual massage therapy, it's never gotten to that point. It's always, yes, Dad, okay, got it. This is what we're doing. That's it. I respect you. Let's go.
Love it. I love it. I gotta ask you, kind of switching up just a little bit. Marvel or DC? And who's your favorite character? Neither.
I'm not a Marvel or DC girl.
Okay. The reason I was asking is because I was trying to figure out who your favorite superhero would be, right?
I've never given that thought, ever.
Really?
I've never given that thought.
I had a whole line of questions. I was going to say, okay, she says Batgirl, she says da-da-da. And then would you approach business the way that superhero approaches crime fighting? So I was trying to figure out, like just as a way of making sure that the listeners know that this is something that not only that you take completely serious, but lifestyle wise, like this is who you are. You're not creating just this facade just so that you can get business. Right. Like if they get on your social media, they're going to be able to see.
You want to see this is
yes, they gonna see.
You get a front row seat to my personality. And I actually just told my friend this the other day. I am wholeheartonly the person that I am on social media. Take away a couple things, because in real life I'm really kind of shy.
Yes.
I won't say standoffish, but I like to observe a lot before I open up to certain people or in certain atmospheres. Like I always got to sit next to the exit. I always got to be near the exit. So it's certain things on social media that you won't see.
Yeah.
But I am 100% the person that everybody else sees.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
It's not even belated. My birthday is the 28th.
Oh, okay. I saw some celebration going on.
28 on the 28th.
28 on the 28th. See, I saw some celebration going on, so I was like, oh, she done had,
I started early.
A true Aries. A true Aries.
I started early.
and it looked extremely fun. When did you get comfortable enough to not only express yourself, but to show that side? A lot of women, especially as they get older and they, maybe become moms or wives, etc., they become a little bit more conservative about their wants and their needs and struggle in that area. What would you say in terms of getting comfortable with their sexuality?
It honestly, I've always been comfortable with it. And to get a little bit more serious, I have a lot of sexual trauma, right?
Sure.
And so it kind of forced me into being promiscuous, so to speak, at a very early age. And I had to accept it at that time. I had to accept, like, this is what it is. Right. Unfortunately, this is what it is. So even as young as 12, I'm just like wearing crop tops with my titties out. And because that's the way I felt attention, that's the way I felt love, that's the way I, and so I geared it more towards that. And I'm sorry.
You're good.
Can I pause for a second?
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry.
And
so being promiscuous at a very early age, it forced me into accepting this is who I am now. Yes. And so over the years, it's always been frowned upon for a woman to be so open and so honest and transparent about herself and sexuality. It's always say something for your man. It's always, this is not for social media. This is not for the public eye. This is not for anybody to see. So I started out making private Facebook groups or, and my close friends even still on Instagram. So I would only post certain things in these groups. Now I felt comfortable in these groups because it was with like-minded people, like-minded individuals. So yes. Here I am posting my titties and they just like, yeah, girl. And it made me feel, it made me feel good, because I was still seeking that validation that I wasn't getting from my parents.
Right.
And so with that, I'm just like, this is actually who I am. It's not that somebody did X, Y, and Z to me that forced me to be this person, although that did contribute. This is who I am. I'm a sexual person. I'm a sensual person. I'm a woman that loves to show who I am and to allow or to show other women that it's okay to feel or be this way.
Yeah.
And it's not so much as you need to be conservative or you got to do this and don't show this and don't show that. If you want to show it, show it. It's your body, but you still have to demand that respect. It's like nobody can walk up to me and say, you a hoe and you did this. Sweetheart, I accept everything about myself.
Right.
So I would say it's been a long time coming for me to get here, for me to finally accept that this is who I am as a person. Yep. And not that X, Y, and Z made me this person, although it did contribute. I love the skin that I'm in. I love my body. I love every inch of my body. And if I want to show it.
Listen, the people gonna get the goodness.
Yeah, you want to get it. Yeah. You want to get it because there's so many women that's afraid because you got a belly or right. You got stretch marks or your titties might sag a little bit. You're a woman.
Yes.
Everybody goes through so many different changes and you have to embrace it. Like you have to embrace every inch of your body. If you don't like it, work on it, change it, do whatever it is to make you more comfortable in your skin. But these saggy titties, this ass, and this all this chocolate.
Oh my God, I hope y'all are watching on YouTube. And so listen, because you mentioned every inch, right? What is it in your experience that men do incorrectly? What do men incorrectly assume about touching women, and then vice versa? What do women incorrectly assume about touching men?
Women, I can say, assume that men don't like to be touched sensually because they're a man.
Yeah.
And the man is supposed to do all the work. And that's not the case. That's not true.
Right.
The same way we want to be pleased by the man wants to be pleased by us. A lot of women don't think men are into nipple play. It stimulates them just like it stimulates us. Touch them, lick them, suck them, Men like it.
Yes, Lord. Sorry, keep going.
As far as men, this might not be like an accurate answer to the question, but men can sometimes be way too rough. Women are soft as hell. We want to be soft.
Yes.
And we want to be submissive. But when you're just like, I'm like pounding, make love to the pussy, not make love, but make love to the pussy, like,
absolutely,
calm down.
Make it feel appreciated.
Yeah, and then take care of your hands because they're rough. And we don't want all that rough, callous skin up against our nice and soft skin.
Yeah.
We're gentle, so we want to be touched gently sometimes. Not all the time do we want to be roughed up and pounded out. We want to be touched soft and sensually and seductively. And that's one of the things that I love about doing couples massages, because the couple, their partner gets to sit and watch them get the massage. And so you're watching me touch your man, or you're watching me touch your woman very sensually and erotically, and you could see how my touch makes them feel.
Right.
They like to be touched right here, so do more of this. They like to be gripped right here, so do more of that. And massages are foreplay. So now you have, okay, I like this, or I see that she likes this. So when we get home, I'm going to kiss right here. Yes. I'm going to stroke right here. So it's love couples massages. Love them.
I was just getting ready to ask, because you have several types of massages that you offer. How long did it take for you to figure out what your bestseller was, and then focus on having, an actual menu so that you could offer, as a professional, various services?
It didn't take me long at all to know what the bestseller was. For women, it didn't take me long at all. All the women want to squirt. They want to squirt. They want to destroy my table, like they saw in the first.
They want to destroy the table. And it's funny, because there's two sides to that. Really quickly, there's the part of social media where every woman is proud that she does. And then there's the other side of social media where I have never, I will never, that's, no man is ever going to make me. So go ahead. I'm sorry. It's hilarious to me because, how do I say this without giving away too much? If you are patient and know what you're doing, they will.
Yes, they will.
Okay.
They will.
I'm gonna shut up after that part because I don't want to be getting in trouble. Now go ahead with that. So how long did it take you? You said the women love to squirt, and what else?
So the women, it was, when I went viral, I knew exactly what the women wanted. Even still to this day, a year and some change later, that's all the women want. Not all, I wouldn't say all, because they still want that intimacy. They lack intimacy, so that's what they want. They want the hug. They want to be touched softly. And that's what I love to provide. It's not even about the yoni massage for me. It was never about the yoni massage for me. Yeah. It was always just being able to provide that intimacy and that safe space and a sense of relief. Like, you're safe here, just relax. I got you. All you got to do is show up. And as far as my menu, it's just a sensual erotic massage for men and women. The men get the lingo massage with the dick, penis, YouTube. And then the yoni massage for women. Yes. So all of that is included in the sensual massage. Only if you say, I don't want that, okay, cool. Now, if you want the neuro massage, then I realized that was a big seller for me when I posted a video. I posted a picture.
Okay.
And the neuro massage is me completely nude, the client's completely nude.
Gotcha.
And I posted a picture, and so many people were like, oh my God, what's this? Oh, I want that. Do you offer this? And I'm just like, do I offer it? Now, the Nuru is a very exclusive service because we are both nude.
Right.
So I need to make sure you 100% respect me and the space that we're in, because I don't need you to, while I'm on top of you, massaging your back and your shoulders and stuff, I don't need you trying to slide your.
Right.
That's not what we're doing. And for the women, I don't need you to be trying to bump. Like, I don't need that. So I need to make sure that you understand and respect me as a person. And then also the price. Yeah. If you don't want to pay the price, then it's not for you. The service is not for you.
Yeah, I've seen the menu. It that will definitely self-select some people out. You know what I mean?
See, if you don't want to pay the price, then it's not for you. So I don't even have to worry about your inquiries. But the people that do, now I really do have to do a deep dive into the kind of person that you are. Before I even approve, before I even accept your deposit, I need to make sure we're on the same page. And from the very beginning, the initial point of contact, we had to build a certain kind of rapport for me before I even say, yes, I'm going to approve and accept your appointment.
Yeah. When you started the business, just the pure business side of it, what is it that you wish you would have learned beforehand, before you got up and running and things were already in play and in the air?
Now, I am a very selfish person.
Okay.
I understand and I accept it about myself. So I wanted everything, all of the benefits for myself. I didn't want to understand that a business can't run with just one person.
Yeah.
You need help. So in the beginning, yeah, it was just me. I'm booking my flights. I'm doing a tour. I'm booking clients. I'm doing all of this stuff by myself. And it became so stressful and so overwhelming to the point I did not want to go anywhere. I did not want to massage anybody. I didn't want to do anything.
Right.
Then I hired my first employee, an assistant. You book the flight. You do everything. All I want to do is massage.
Right. Show up and work.
She understood that. Yeah, that's all I want to do is massage. She understood that. And so then I had to hire security to travel with me, just only mostly for male clients.
Of course.
Because yes, although I can handle the male, I can handle you.
Yeah.
I can handle the women, but I don't want to. Right. I don't want to do that.
You don't want to be in that situation.
So hire a security guard, hire an accountant, because as fast as the money came in, it's just as fast as the went.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't until I did hire an accountant, I was just like, damn, I made this much money. I had no idea because I was spending.
Right.
And I honestly wish I knew in the very beginning that I was going to need a team. Now, understanding a lot of small businesses is just you. It starts out with just you.
Absolutely.
But as time went on and I went viral and the bookings were rolling in, like I was booked for the whole year this year, like literally the entire year. The only time I had space was if I opened up something, like just something in the middle of the week.
Right.
I wish I knew before that I needed a team to help me with it. Now that I have a team, I'm just like,
you get to sit back and be the chocolate queen.
There you go.
I love
there
it.
You go.
I love it.
Big Mama Chunk.
Let me ask you this. What have you learned in business that you could use in your relationship? There's always a long pause right here. Keep going.
What have I learned in business? That I don't know everything. And that's not even just with my business. That's not with just my relationship, personal relationships, friendships, life, everything. I don't know everything. Yeah. There's always something more that I can learn. So even though I did go to massage school and I do know the different zones of the body, even though I am very familiar with the male and female body, a lot of my clients, I want more pressure here. Can you do this? Can you use your hand and do this? I don't know everything, and everything is not going to please everybody. And so in my relationship, that's just be quiet and listen. Sometimes that's all it is. You just got to listen, not listen to respond or listen to react, just listen. And that person will always tell you exactly what it is that they need. So I can have a whole routine down when it comes to doing massages. Okay, I'm on this part of the body, I'm on the leg, and this I'm going to massage here.
Yeah.
But everybody's body is not the same. Everybody's body don't need the same thing. And so although the sensual massage is just a Swedish massage, the most basic massages of them all, some people do need a little bit more pressure on their shoulders because that's where a lot of us hold our stress.
Right.
Some people do need a little bit more pressure there. Some people calves are a lot tighter than others. So if you just listen to the body or listen to what this person is trying to tell you, it'll be so much easier. And I think that, I believe a lot of times we make it so much harder on ourselves because we're not listening. We're listening to respond or to react. We're not listening to understand. And crazy that massaging can teach you that, or business period can teach you that, because we don't know everything. Every day is something new and it's always something to learn. You have to be a student for life.
Yeah, that's huge. I think a lot of the successful people that have been on this show have echoed that same sentiment where you have to
Really?
be, yeah, you have to be a consistent student of the game, right? Because
Hmm.
even if you know what you're doing, the systems change, right? We live in a time
Absolutely.
now where, I mean, 20 years ago, you would never think of marketing online, and now
Right.
it's,
Yeah.
if you're not marketing online, you're crazy. And so you have to continue to
Hmm.
study, the game. I think that's absolutely huge. Let me ask you this. Um, does Demon Dash have to does she have to go to a different place mentally to provide these services, or are you actually focused on the moment and listening to your clients and their body like you were just speaking of?
So it's a little bit of both
Okay,
because number one, I'm not going to put my hands on somebody if I'm not mentally there. If I'm
gotcha.
not mentally present, I can't do it. Like if I'm going through something personal in my life, I can't set aside what I'm going through to massage somebody because during the entire massage, I'm going to be thinking about it. So
Yeah,
I can't,
yeah.
I can't tune that out. I have to mentally be there before I put my hands on somebody because I'm a very big believer in energy and the transfer of energy. I'm not transferring what I'm going through onto you. My job is to transfer any heavy thing that any burden or anything that you're feeling or going through in that moment to take it away for the 90 minutes or the hour session that you have.
Yes.
Um, so it's a little bit of both, but when I'm in it, because I know my playlist like the back of my hand, I can tell you what song is next, what song is last, and then my playlist also tells me when your massage is over.
Love it.
So
Okay.
I
Okay.
am I'm in it. Like I'm singing in my head. I might be singing out loud because I also can sing. So I might be singing out loud, and that also will soothe. That also will
Extra
soothe my
feature
client.
unlocked.
And a lot of people don't know that unless you know me like personally.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so me singing or just humming will also soothe my client, and I've been told that I have a really soothing and relaxing voice and singing voice. So it's a little bit of both. I gotta tap into it, and then I gotta zone out when I'm in it
Yeah.
because once I see that you're relaxed, when I first start the massage, take 3 deep breaths, focus on your breathing, and just relax. Once I feel your body just go limp, that's when I go, my brain just, okay, we're out of
Overdrive.
here. And I get it going. And if you're relaxed, I'm relaxed, the massage will be 10 times better.
So I have to ask this question because I think my viewers, even though this is a different uh, type of interview, we're talking about a different subject. All humans can relate. So my question is, does this desensitize you from physical attraction? We hear it all the time. Like the more you watch porn, the more it takes
Mm-hmm.
to turn you on. Doing these types of massages, does it desensitize you from the actual sex part of relationships?
No, no.
That was very quick,
Um,
Dash. That was
I, no, it doesn't. I say all the time, the same thing that I give, the kind of intimacy that I give to my clients is what my body craves. I give my clients what I want. And so a lot in my personal life, I just like in my head, or sometimes I am very vocal about it. Like, please just hold me, just touch me, just
yeah,
glide your index finger or your middle finger up my, just do it.
yes,
So it doesn't desensitize me. It doesn't turn off anything for me. Everything, literally everything that I give to my client, my body wants and craves. And a lot of times my body is lacking what it wants and craves because although I am the sensual massage girl, nobody's going to do it like me. And so a lot of
right.
times I feel like I'm looking for me and somebody else,
That's a
and
word
they're
right
not
there,
going to give
regardless
it
of
to
a
me.
massage or not. Looking for me and somebody else. Woo.
Yeah. And so I do have a lot of massage therapist friends, and I give sensual massages as well.
Okay.
And a lot of times I cannot relinquish that control. So while I'm getting the massage, I'm in my head and I'm just like, I don't like the way he's doing this. Or I don't like the way, this is not the way you're supposed to do this. Or you didn't even get me relaxed before you started the yoni massage. So now it's
Wow.
downhill from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when I do get massages, they either don't do enough or they try to do too much, or they try to do too much because of who I am.
Right.
And
Trying to prove a point.
I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but beat. They try to overdo it because of who I am, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, so it turns me off from getting massages
Got you.
a
Got you.
lot.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I think as men, we it's one thing to know your partner's body, right? It's another to know it so well that you forego the journey. And I think that that's what a lot of men do. I mean, I've been guilty of it myself, is where I know what my wife likes, right? And so sometimes I'm like, all right, this is what she likes, let's get to it. And I forget that sometimes for women, and please correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes for women, it's the process before
the journey. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I talked about that with on another podcast that I was on.
Sure.
I talked about it, and they asked me what's more important, the journey or the destination. It's always 100% for 99.9% of women, the journey. Of course, we want to get to the destination too, but to get to the destination, like we need the foreplay. We need this, we need that. And that's going to make the destination 10 times better because we went through the journey.
So when a woman has a great sexual experience but does not climax, she can still say it was good, and men hear that and we're like, you are lying, because ain't no such thing as good if we don't bust, right? And so
yes, it is.
Walk me through that. Help my male listeners. What does it mean when a woman says it was still great, I just didn't finish?
Okay, so speaking for myself, I'm into edging. So I like to get myself there, but I don't like to, I mean, not that I don't like to, but I get myself there, but I won't get there. I won't climax.
Okay.
The build up and that pressure will make it 10 times better when I'm actually with somebody that I know is going to take me over the edge. So now I have all of this energy. I have this build up. I'm just like, I'm ready. You know, like I'm about to show you that my mama made a huff, right?
I love it. I love it.
So we can put in the group chat, like, he kissed from my toes all the way up to my shoulder, to my neck. He kissed every inch of my body. And that just does something to to our body. Like, it just makes us feel like, damn, okay, do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we're going to keep coming back because we know that you're paying attention now. So you kiss him here and you see my body flinch when you get to my thighs. Oh, you're going to pay more attention there.
Yes.
Oh, that's turning me on a lot more. So not all the time. Of course, we want to climax. Of course, we want to get there. Not everybody is into edging. But if we see that you're paying attention to us and our body during the journey, it's going to make us always come back, because we know for a fact that now you can get us almost to the destination. We want to know, can you get us all the way there? And because of the journey, we know that, okay, you know,
there is a mountaintop.
There it is. It is. It is. So I can't speak for every woman, but a lot of women can say that once we went through the journey, if you could get me there and you're paying attention, then we know that you could take us all the way there.
Do you have a favorite sex to massage? Do you like men more than women more than men? What do you prefer?
Now, there was a point where I was about to stop massaging men and only massage women.
Okay.
There was also a point where I was only going to massage men and stop massaging women.
Okay.
I think it's like 60% women, 40% men. Because men, as women have a lot more pleasure zones than men.
Yes. Yes.
And so to see women, so again, I'm submissive when it comes to a man. I'm very dominant when it comes to another woman.
Okay.
And so for me, that dominant in me, to see a woman so weak just from me touching her collarbone.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know this was pleasurable for me. And then the soft moans that she'll let out, or the groans, because nobody has been paying attention to her shoulders. Nobody has been paying attention to her calves, or nobody's massaging her feet. And, you know, because she's like, damn, I needed this.
Yeah.
And so the moans and the groans is what gets me, nothing else.
Listen, that's what gets me too. I enjoy. So here's the thing, right? Like, we always hear, like, who's a giver? Are you a giver? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm giver all day long. Like, all the I joy, pure. You see this face? Like, pure joy of giving my full attention and energy, right? And making sure that she feels every bit. Pure joy. Pure joy.
I am 1000% a giver.
Yeah.
And for a while, I don't know if I can say this here.
You can say this here.
Okay, good. For a while, I did not like receiving. I don't want it at all.
Really? Okay.
I like receiving penetration. That's it.
Okay.
Anything else, please leave me alone. It wasn't until maybe like a year ago, I was like, I kind of do enjoy it. And it wasn't before, it wasn't that, nope, they weren't doing it right. It had nothing to do with the other person.
Yeah.
It was 100% me. And so now I'm just like,
I love it.
Sorry.
He's trying to figure it out.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'm like, I need it. Like 100% need it. There's no, I'm just going to come drop off.
Right.
No, you're going to put your face down here.
Yeah, you're going to do that work. You're going to do that work. So it's funny that you mentioned that, because I think a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners are really good at saying what they need when it comes to business. They're really good at saying what they need when it comes to money and vision and finance and all those things. But when it comes to how they like to be touched, they, for some reason, take a back seat to their own preferences.
Yeah.
And aren't comfortable speaking to what they want, of course, in their little circle, right? But when they get to their partner, they're not comfortable saying, hey, I want you to try this. I think we should try that. Have you ever been approached to help further that conversation, where maybe somebody says, I wouldn't mind getting tied up one time, like how does that play out?
I get, number one, I get a lot of DMs, inbox messages on Facebook, messages on Instagram.
Yes.
Just recently got 2 of them, one on Facebook, one on Instagram. Either can I be a part of the threesome, or can I sit and watch and maybe participate?
Okay.
I do not indulge. I don't, because there's still a level of respect that I have to maintain for my business sake.
Right.
Because they see me as this sex worker or this girl that's doing these sensual massages and stuff, and then they see, you've seen my tweets. I'm just tweeting reckless, tweeting the things that I like and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And now, oh yeah, I did X, Y, and Z with her. I did X, Y, and Z with the sensual massage girl, or she's doing this, or she'll let you do this. I do not indulge. Many times, if I do indulge or have meet somebody off social media, it's because I genuinely want to, not because you asked me, can I come into it?
Yeah.
I do get people asking me about BDSM or different kinks and stuff. They want my opinion on it, how I feel about it, how I got comfortable with it. And I'm always an open book. I'm always very transparent and open about my sex life and sexuality. So I have no problem having those conversations. But as far as, can you join? I can't join. I can't watch. I don't want to be there. I don't want to see the video. Nothing.
You don't want to be the player and the coach.
You give somebody an inch, they're going to take a mile.
Yeah.
And I still have to maintain some kind of a level of respect for me and my business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you mentioned that you were transitioning. Obviously, this is a business that most people would look at and think that there's a shelf life, right? On this type of business. You mentioned that you were getting ready to transition out. What does that part look like professionally, and how does it feel to know that you're about to transition out of, one realm into the other?
Well, typically massage therapists only have a 3 to 5 year career span because of the wear and tear on the body.
Right.
I already had wear and tear from the military. I'm only 27, and I have so many issues with my body already. So I have to transition.
Gotcha.
And it's very scary, because massage at one point was my bread and butter. Yes. And I'm just like, this is who I am. So I have to maintain this persona. Not persona, but I have to continue to do this because this is who everybody sees me to be.
Yeah.
And it's also scary just in any business when you're transitioning to something else. Is the pay going to match up? Am I still going to receive the same kind of money that I was receiving then?
Yes.
Am I still going to receive the same kind of support? So it's 100% scary. However, scared is a good thing to me sometimes. Being scared is a good thing because, it shows that, number one, you are human.
Yep.
You do have feelings. And then, I mean, if you think you're just fucking invincible, then I think that's just a little bit too much, right?
Right, right.
Calm your ass
Listen,
down,
my Achilles has taught me that I am not invincible. Right.
See, look, life, it all comes full circle.
Yeah, you
So
get
I think
humbled real
being
quick.
scared, yeah, I think being scared a little bit is a great thing when it comes to business because it gives you the extra push that you need to keep it pushing, to keep moving. So me transitioning, I'm just teaching. I'm making my own candles. I make my own hoodies and t-shirts and all of this
Yes.
good stuff. I also make my own fragrances for men and women. So it's like I'm transitioning into bigger and better stuff. I'm writing my book. So it's because of the massage that people now know who I am that's bringing me more business to the other things that I'm transitioning into. Because
Yes.
now they want to see more. They want more. The book, Dash, when your book coming out? Because they don't know what it's
Yeah.
about. But
Oh,
because
they
I
just want to
post so much
know.
interesting stuff on social media, they just like, it gotta be, like I know the book is gonna be good. The
Absolutely.
reviews from my
Absolutely.
fragrances are already insane. The reviews from my candles are insane. So yeah, I still am scared, although I do receive support from it. I still am scared, but it's that scaredness is pushing me into greatness.
Yeah.
So
I was getting ready. We're getting close to wrapping up, but I was definitely about to ask about the candles, the other accoutrements that you offer in addition to the lingerie. What was it that made you, I mean, obviously the candles and the oil kind of go hand in hand. But when you're looking for that fragrance, when you're looking for that combination, what are you trying to make your potential customers feel with their fragrances?
For women, I want you to feel like a woman. For me in this season in my life, as I said earlier, I just want to be soft. I want to be softer. Because me being from Baltimore, born and raised, we're raised to be hard and tough and
very much so.
And a lot of different other areas as well. But sure. Baltimore women are just different.
Very much so.
And so you're raised you're raised to be this tough person.
Right.
I don't want to do that. I called my friend because I mounted my TV myself, but I had it on this wall behind me.
Okay.
I called him, just come over, take my TV down, put it up on the other wall.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that myself. I want to be soft. I want to be the woman that I was born to be.
Yes.
And so I want women, when they smell my fragrance, when they wear it, I want them to feel, number one, empowered. I want them to feel nice and soft and gentle and just free.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 different fragrances. All of them have some type of fresh scent to it, whether it's peppermint, eucalyptus, whatever it is. Yes. It's a fresh scent. So I want you to feel that when you look good, you smell good, you feel good.
Yes.
And so I want you to embrace and embody that. And the same for men, because that also have my men's fragrance has peppermint in it. I want you to feel masculine. I want you to feel, I know she's going to like this one. It's called drip.
Yeah.
And women love men's fragrances. Women love the way that men smell. Yes. So I want you to feel masculine, but also fresh. And embody that. And I want men to feel empowered as well, because men don't get their flowers. Men don't get their flowers. Men are always being torn down and, all of this stuff. So I want you to feel, when I make my fragrances and candles, I meditate over them. I pray over them. So when you receive it, I want you to feel everything that I prayed for over your life. Wealth, prosperity, peace. And then my candles can also be used as meditation candles because I meditate when I'm making them. So I just want you to feel how I feel when I'm making it for you.
Biggest challenge as a massage therapist that you faced? Was it a person that couldn't relax? Was it somebody that just knew you wasn't going to make them get there? What's the one that you'd be like, I will never forget?
I had this one guy, when I was doing his lingual massage. Now I sit between the guy's legs and I put my feet like up on the side of them on the table.
Okay.
And you can massage my legs, correct my legs, massage my feet, you can do all of that good stuff.
Yes.
And he's like, can I suck your toes? And I was just like, no. In my head, I love my toes getting sucked, right?
Okay. So this is an unfortunate no.
Unfortunately, I cannot let you do that. I cannot let you do that.
Right.
And then I had this woman. I kind of hate when, as I said earlier, like women feel like they got to be so tough.
Yeah.
Ma'am, relax. I am not here to hurt you. I just want you to relax and make you feel good. She didn't moan. She didn't groan. She didn't move. She didn't flinch. She didn't do nothing. And I'm questioning myself, like,
right. Like I know what I'm doing.
I need some type of response from you.
Yeah.
Even when I do the hug position on women, I pick them up and sit them on my lap. So yes. I'm massaging their ass and your back and all of this all at once. She did, and I put their arms around my neck. A lot of times when I do that, the women will pull me in tighter.
Okay.
They'll lock their arms behind me. They'll do something.
Yeah.
They'll scratch me, something. She did literally not, her arms were just there, stiff as a board. And I'm just like, all right, wow. The song is approaching to let me know that your massage is over. I'm sorry that you came here. I don't know. I don't even know if she enjoyed it.
Wow.
I don't know. And usually after every massage I give, I'll text them, how was your massage? Just to get either a review or to feel, I need confirmation that you either enjoyed it or you did it. Right, because I've never gotten any bad reviews or any bad feedback or anything.
Absolutely.
I won't know if it was bad if you don't tell me.
Yeah.
Her arms were stiff as a board, and I was just like, okay, your massage is over. Take your time getting up.
Right.
I'll go wash my hands.
That is hilarious. I think it's funny because that's enough to make some people quit, right? Because I think what people don't understand for business owners or entrepreneurs, especially if you're providing a service, is our egos are so delicate.
Oh, yes.
Right? They're so delicate. Yes. It has nothing to do with knowing that you know how to do something. It's always about got that one right.
Yeah.
Got that one right.
Yep.
And when you don't, it's like it almost for a minute it wipes away all the wins that you have.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I'm like, I get from men and women, they love me. They love it here. I had one client, he books me every single month. And every time I go to him, he cooks for me. He's almost like my therapist. We talk.
I love
everything.
It.
And so I know for a fact that I give amazing massages. I have amazing customer service. Like nobody can ever say that I was rude to them or nothing like that. But when you get that client that they don't respond to how was your massage? They don't respond during the massage. You're just like, well, shit. Were they lying to me all the time? Or
exactly.
did I do something wrong? Was I mentally not prepared? Like,
yeah. Now we just got to figure out who sent them. They was an op from the gate. That's all.
Yeah, because I know all these people can't be lying.
Right.
They can't be lying to me. Like you're either broke or like you're broken or I don't.
You said you're broke.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Well, no, but it definitely is enough to make somebody stop wanting to, especially if someone has gotten that response multiple times.
Yeah.
It has happened multiple times, but then I'm also like, no, it's not me.
It can't be you when you got to buy new tables. It can't be you. Listen, because if you guys, when you guys are done watching this, I just challenge you, go to her Twitter page and watch any of the reviews, the videos. I promise you. And what's funny to me is I wanted to do this interview not just because of the industry that you're in, but it's rare to see a community of followers or whatever engaged. I hate to use that word followers, but it's rare to see a community wrap their arms around somebody the way that your community wraps their arms around you. And it is absolutely epic. Absolutely epic.
And again, it was very surprising for me for the women to embrace me the way that they did. It was very surprising because it went from 100% men being my clientele to 90%, 99.9% women. And I mean, the women were beating me down. Where you at? I'm pulling up and I'm just like.
And they ready to get in. Now it's funny. So let me ask you this. Have the women that have taken over as your primary customer base, do you ever ask, are they straight or are they into women? Like, do you have you converted women into?
I have. I had this one client. She wanted me to move in with her, not to be her woman or anything like that. She's like, I just need you here with me all the time.
Wow.
And I'm like, because her father paid her rent and that, like, she didn't have no responsibilities. She was just going to school. And she's like, please, can you just move in? I'm like, what comes with that? I mean, I received like so many offers that had me questioning, like, Dash, do you want to do this? Or is this,
Yeah.
but I don't even have to ask if they are lesbian, if they're bi, if they're curious. I don't have to ask. A lot of them, 90% of them flirt with me all the time. And I always tell them I cannot indulge.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do slip up.
We all
I
human.
do slip up.
We human.
I do slip up, but I don't have to ask if they're interested or not, because they always show it. Even the ones that straight,
air quotes.
they always show it.
That is so funny. Getting close to wrapping up. When you hear the word vision, what does that mean to you?
Vision. Vision. I mean, of course, all I can think about is my future and the plans that I have.
Okay.
And how I want to grow my brand, because not only, I mean, for a while it was just massaging.
Yes.
And as I say, all of the different things that I have and that I have coming, I just want to grow it. I want to tap into talking to sexual assault victims and people that were abused. I want to have my own nonprofit organization for young girls looking for a big sister. Because I had to deal with my hypersexuality at a young age by myself.
Got you.
I didn't have nobody to talk to, and nobody believed me when I said my aunt was the one that assaulted me.
Yeah.
So I want to be there and have a safe space and have a community for young girls that are going through it. I also want to do something for young men and for men in general, because men are always being torn down.
Yeah.
So of course, thinking about my future, all of the different things that I have planned, my big ideas, the things that I want for myself, for my family, to grow my family. So it's a lot that I have in mind. It's a lot that I have coming, of course, over time, but it's a bright future for peer intimacy.
I love it. I love it. Last question. How much personal growth does it take to thrive in an industry like yours?
How much personal growth?
Yeah.
A lot. A lot, because I am very sexual.
Okay.
And for a while, the hypersexuality was like, I need it now, and I need it with whoever it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because I have so many clients, I could have easily been like, checked you off the list. But although I do get turned on sometimes when I do have clients, like their moans and groans, it does turn me on. I'm human.
Sure.
But having that discipline to say no.
Yes.
And I done broke a lot of hearts. But I'm very proud of myself to be able to grow in that area and have the strength to say no. That took a lot. It took a lot for me, because it's a very easy space for me to collect bodies. It's a very easy space. I can call any client in my phone right now.
Absolutely.
You want a massage, or anybody that I have already on my calendar. Okay, this is what it's gonna be, because I'm very big on consent. So I do like to touch bases, and this is what's happening. Do you like this? Do you want that? Is this okay?
Right.
But it's a very easy situation for me to be able to say, okay, let's do this. Let's record this.
Right.
Let's X, Y, and Z. But to have that strength and discipline to say no, it makes me feel really good. Because now I had options before, but now I got plenty options, right?
Yes.
I have plenty options, and I have plenty of people throwing themselves at me, but it's because it's so easy. I'm just like, no.
Yeah. It's I found the older I get, it's obviously been married for quite some time now, so I'm thinking as if I was not, right? The older I get, the journey again is more important than the options, right? And so you start to learn to slow down and have that discipline of saying, all right, this is what she needs right now.
Absolutely.
Right. And I think that's absolutely huge. Where can everybody find the demon online? I'm gonna say that forever now. Like anytime we talk, like it's Demon Dash.
I think that is so funny. Well, you can find me, Big Mama Chunks Demon Dash, on Twitter.
Why you gotta say it like that? What was that? Y'all gotta be on YouTube. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Demon.
Okay, so just a sidebar, right? You know how a lot of women are very insecure about their body.
Yes.
That used to be me, right? And so now I love when I first started selling lingerie. Yeah. I started falling in love with my body even more, and so now I do like the tasteful cleavage. I like all of that stuff. So
I love it. I love it.
We're gonna have to work something out. I love titties.
I agree.
I'm a titty woman.
Look, I agree. We're going, yeah. That being said, we got to make sure my visionaries get that link as well so they can shop on some of that pure intimacy as well.
Yeah, so in my Twitter, I just changed my name again, back to Mama Chunks from Mac Daddy. I want to make sure I'm giving the right one. So my Twitter is _Mama Chunks. My Instagram is pure intimacy with 2 Y's at the end of intimacy. My TikTok is Mama Chunks. And my website, the one that y'all need to know, YouTube visionaries, is www.pureintimacy.net. Go shop, support, book a massage, book a service. I promise you will not regret it. Everything that I sell comes with a nice note for you from me, a nice handwritten, it might be typed, nice written note. To make you feel good, to just encourage you, to give you those positive affirmations, some things that you might be missing or forget to tell yourself every day. And before we close out,
yes,
I just would like to say that you are enough, you do enough, and you have enough. A lot of times we do not give ourselves credit enough. And just to remind yourself that every morning, every single day, all the time, if you need to. I have reminders set in my phone, reassure yourself.
Yeah.
But we go through so much and we get so lost and mixed up in the things that we're going through, and we don't give ourselves enough credit. You are enough. You do enough. Sometimes you just wake up in the morning, I don't feel like doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing shit. I'm gonna lay in this bed. Extend yourself some grace. Allow yourself to remind yourself, I am enough. I do enough. So I'm gonna lay my ass in this bed.
I know that's right. I know that is
and
right.
we guilt trip ourselves, and we get on ourselves so much. Oh, I gotta get up. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. And now you're worn out. You're spreading yourself so thin, and you forget to let yourself know that it is okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I can miss one day. I can miss a week if I need to.
Absolutely.
I'm going to spend this money. I'm going to go shopping because this is what's going to make me feel good.
Yeah.
You got to make yourself feel good. When you feel good, you look good, you do better in life.
I know that's right. And making people feel good is a lost art that you have absolutely mastered.
I have mastered it. I have mastered it.
Oh man, I am so excited to have had you on. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been rocking with the great one, Miss Dash of pureintimacy.net, and yours truly, Chuck Hawkins, here at the Hawk Vision Podcast. We've been talking about the grown and sexy, the business of sexy, personal growth, and so much more. I hope this interview has been informative. I hope we added a smile to your day, but more importantly, that we have helped you shorten the learning curve on your journey to success. Make sure you buy your boy some coffee. I'm officially out. Like, share, subscribe across all of the platforms. Send in your messages, your guest suggestions. Can't continue to grow this show to the massive levels that we have without you, my visionaries. So appreciative that you gave us some time today. You know how it goes. There's absolutely no miracle that has ever happened without somebody doing something. We'll see you either at the top or from the top. The choice is yours. Dash, thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you for having me on. I had so much fun. I was nervous, but I enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.